I say give me.
Nataka kupiga huyo.
Na mzee yake ndio huyu. Mzee yake ndio huyu.
No, this one is the younger one. This one.
Kadia wako na watoto. We. Fuata line. We. Rudi nyuma. Ah.
Hapana. Kila mtu yake anakuja.
Sijui nimepewa hii.
Sawa, wacha.
Sawa tu.
Sijui napewa hapa. Sijui wamezitoa wapi. Nimepokea saraka.
Sawa. Mhudumie tu hawa kwanza mmalizia, msilete wengine.
Ukipewa unaenda, sio kurudi hapa.
Mama,
Watoto wa ile ukipewa
tafadhali enda. Afadhali umepata. Kuna mtu mwenye ako nje hajapata. Iko sawa. Mkiendelea kupiga kelele, wanaume kujeni huku. Toka hapa, wanaume wote huku.
You see, there's another space that we used to come through the fence.
No, Philip.
We will put them away. Oh yeah. You need something. Yes, I think
She's ready, you can go ahead.
Okay. I think on behalf of UNHCR, we would like to share our gratitude to Clothing World Needs Report for the kind of support they've shown. And clearly, it's a need a long way to really support the most vulnerable refugees who arrive here in the camp. We've been able to have several discussions, and we are looking forward for more and more support if you continue behind me, this is just but the few who need this support here. There are many more who are in the camp. There are many more who cannot be able to come here on their own, and we should be able to, with the more support we get, to be able to take to them so that they can benefit. Thank you so much, Paul, and the group, and we wish you all the best.
Can you remind us with your name?
My name is Robin Liambila, Community Services UNHCR.
Thank you, sir.
I don't see with a tip. That is you to get a bigger map in the dump. And what I do, rather than get a tenor. I'm in the Zumukum, but that will do them okay? So, we will go back. The staff are going to write the names of those people that will get the clothes. Then it will be distributed slowly without, a lot of okay? Then we will ensure at least everybody will get a piece of cloth. Okay, so you will get it, the staff will register you and you will get the clothes. Kiswahili tunasema mtarudi, tumeweka nguo, alafu staff atakuja huko kuandika kila jina, alafu watakuja kuita nyinyi hapa na kila mtu atapata nguo. Mnaelewa? Hata mmoja atapata. Kwa hiyo sasa mtarudi mahali nyumbani, alafu baadaye watakuja kuandika majina pole pole. Na kisha mtapata nguo hizo, kila mtu atahakisha amepata nguo. Tunaelewana? Sawa sawa. Kwa hiyo sasa mtarudi, alafu mtasaidiwa. Haya.
Yeah, this is Kakuma reception section, center number 1. What we were doing here, we were giving clothes out to the needy people, and you can see the number of the people that are looking for clothes. People, they are just in need of clothes here in Kakuma. We were overrun, and then we have to restore the clothes again. Then we have to do another arrangement how we can distribute the clothes to them. They are in need, and actually, as I see this, it will motivate all of you too, and me as I'm motivated now. We will do more to clothe all these people. These are not the Kakuma, but this is just a reception, the new arrival that just get into the country, and they are in need of clothes. My name is James Bond. I came from US, and I'm the founder for Clothing World Needy People. Clothing World Needy People is going to work with UNHCR and LWF. Then I will give a chance to William to say something and the staff here. Yeah. So welcome now, William.
Thank you, Mr. Bond, for coming and bringing this support and help to our people in the reception center here. We want to appreciate your organization for coming and helping. As you can see from my background, there are very many people, but these are just a few people. Others have not even come. Here in the reception center, as at now, we have 2,444 people, and others are still coming from the border of Southern Sudan and Kenya. Others are coming from Great Lakes. Others are coming from Ethiopia, Somalia. As we talk now, there are people coming from Dadaab who are being relocated from Dadaab to Kakuma. We are expecting to have like 13,000 people coming. And as we talk, Kakuma refugee camp have 154,000 refugees that are staying in Kakuma, and 60% or even 70% of this population are in need of clothes. That's why we are saying this support is timely, is in order, and we are requesting this organization to support and to continue supporting the people in need of clothes. We are appreciating this support because of many people require these clothes now. We have stopped the distribution so that the staff are going to put a list in order and they can distribute in a very orderly way. And we want to say thank you so much for this support. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Anyone who want to add something on? You are you're welcome to the stage.
This great lady can talk, you know.
Okay, I want to thank you to the Clothing World Needy People for the support that you are giving to the vulnerable people. As you can see from my background, these clothes that we were distributing are just a sample and a showcasing of the support that is being provided by the Clothing World needy people. And as you can see, everyone wants to be given a cloth. And the clothes that we have now are few. That is why we stopped the distribution, because we are overwhelmed. But this distribution will be done later, whereby the staff will identify the most vulnerable people who need this clothes at the moment. Thank you so much. May you continue to touch the vulnerable people, and may God bless you. Bless the work of your hands. God bless you.
Jamana, kaliana kalamleku hajawai. Kitu kumbiasi maharabi? Okay, isi mtaje mzbol. Ana jini ni yomba ki kizaini pikapu maini. Ana toba ile la kara libenu saba yawa na majeta merga. Ana ojabu kumajeta ile itubu. Lekin ajada ma bitu itubu. Lekin ana biamu mchoba tajadu. Kwani leki kita nisi yaje leti bar. Ini mbuoso kimambaza yombalataya yawe tipi container. Majada ma bitu itubu mkulu. Kwa lofina legidu haja kilitu kumsuburutani. Huh? You guys need to wait because we have the container coming in. It will be in Mombasa on the 13th. Then I will make the clarification. And then the clothes will come here to the center. Still, SWF and UNHCR, they are going to provide them to you guys. But I will be here on Tuesday. You might buy and I will put the one. Looking your Pinera, I brought America. Looking at a Alela de? Ya kumazia na nini de? Babu tu vitu kumol. Looking now school jama zile. Ya de ya mchila da basa. De ya kala kumjama. Kumjama de. Ya jabu damu. Ya de babu tu. De buati sa kuitu kum. Alat kali kum. Alat de malada. Na de kawan kumjama de kawan. So male kitu. Cara dia dia kitu aja tu. Salat. Yeah. You guys can go back now to where you live, and then if you don't get anything from today, then next time you will get something, okay? That's good.
Kalas. Okay, Kalas.
Nasema yeye alikuwa hapa 1992. Alikuwa anakaa hapa mpaka 2700, alafu naenda Ulaya. Sasa ndio inakuja kuleta hiyo nguo. Nasema iko na nguo lakini hajatosha hao yote. Lakini iko nguo bado nyuma huko, tutafika hapa tarehe 13 mwezi ya pili. Hii nguo ndio ile kila mtu anakutana na hii nguo tukumate. Lakini hiyo ni wachache sana. Jua hivyo kila mtu arudi mahali yake huko, sisi tutakuja hapa kama staff andika mtu kukamata moja mpaka hizi zingine ya mingi itakuja ndio kila mtu akamata. Sawa? Rudia huko. Asante. Rudi sasa.
One Omaha man says he's thankful for one thing many people take for granted, the clothes on his back. Today he's working to pay it forward. Reporter Megan Hahn joins us with the details. Megan.
James Chol is one of the so-called lost boys of Sudan. He grew up in a refugee camp without luxuries like new clothing. This Thanksgiving, James Chol and his family are gathering around a different sort of table, trading a turkey for mounds of clothing donations.
We feel really good to do this during a Thanksgiving Day because this is part of being thankful and also remembering the life that we went through.
Chol's been collecting shirts, pants, and more for the better part of 2 years to clothe refugees in Kenya.
They mean a lot because we believe the beauty of human being is in clothes, and it makes people feel positive.
This project has special meaning to Chol. He grew up in a refugee camp after fleeing war-torn Sudan. He cared children in the camp, saying they went without necessities like clothing and shoes.
We were all naked. We don't have clothes on. That was a part of life.
That's where he later met his wife before moving to the U.S. Chol later founded the charity Clothing World Needy People, and the donations have been pouring in ever since.
I think a lot of people appreciate it because It is a life that I went through. And when I came to U.S., I should be thankful to the government of America and the people of America for welcoming me.
And also showing that being a good Samaritan is good, because we have been helped like that before.
Next week, Chol is traveling to Kenya to drop off his donations at the very camps where he grew up. Says that giving land is the greatest gift of all.
It is something wonderful that you share with the rest of the world too.
The organization is still in need of clothing donations and funding to help with shipping costs. Find out how you can help by visiting our website, KMTV. Reporting in the studio, Megan Hahn, KMTV Action 3 News. There's emotional reaction on both sides tonight, 3 days after President Trump's executive order on refugees.
U.S. Senators Deb Fischer and Joni Ernst praised efforts to improve immigrant vetting, but called for more details on his plan. The president stood by the order, which stops immigrants from 7 countries from entering for the next 90 days, and refugees for the next 120. There were protests from coast to coast today after the order left some visa carriers stranded in airports.
The effects of the crackdown are being felt here in the Omaha area. Former refugee James Chol Bol is back in the U.S. Tuesday after spending 6 weeks in Africa, giving back to those in the camps where he grew up. He's one of the so-called lost boys of Sudan who came to the U.S. in 2007. He's offering a different perspective on Trump's immigration policy as a Sudanese refugee turned U.S. citizen.
This country, when you have a dream, it will happen, unless if you don't want to do the action. But if you want to follow up and make it happen, it will just go. But in the rest of the world, it's very difficult. You can have all that thought in your mind, but the capacity to do them are very limited.
James Chol Bol says he's living the American dream. He came to the U.S. in 2007 from the Kakuma refugee camp in Kenya and wasted no time thinking about a plan to give back. Through clothing needy people, his vision became reality in the form of a 20 by 20 foot container packed with clothing donations.
Those who are wearing a ton of clothes, you can see part of the body, and some children, they're just naked. They are very happy, and you can tell from their faces, because these people, they are hopeless. They have nothing to buy clothes. The only thing that they get from UN is...
Chol says stories like his show how the refugee community can contribute.
Does it mean we are bad people? No. I can do something like someone who was born in this country. Something good to the nation. And I want the people from Nebraska and from the U.S. that we keep welcoming refugees.
He says this is especially important at a time of uncertainty, a sentiment echoed by the Refugee Empowerment Center.
Imagine what it's like to be a refugee. If you were a refugee yourself, what would it be like for you to live in a refugee camp and worry about your family and your children? So I would ask them to put themselves in that position.
Don't take the politics into your heart as a big thing, but human being is a human being.
The Refugee Empowerment Center assists families like the Chols after they resettle in Omaha. The center says they've been fielding many calls from concerned refugees worried about their status. They've had to cancel flights for 2 refugees set to arrive from Somalia on Wednesday. A total of 28 arrivals in February could be affected.